Oh man, hello everyone. It feels like it's been forever. Do I even remember how to do this? Oh man, I don't know if I know how to do this. I think we're done it though. Alright. Alright, it is live. Alright. Huh. How are we all doing today? Sorry, I'm organizing everyone. Alright, there we go. Getting everyone organized. Oh man. How are we doing today, chat? Oh man. Hi, Tolly. Don't act like you. I look at her and she's like, me? Like, you fucking cutie. What a cute puppy. Jeff. Oh, yep. All right. All right. Got everyone organized. I think players actually know what's going on. I don't know that I know what's going on, but honestly, I never do. So that's half the fun, right? All right. Oh, man. All right, we got a simple little bracket here. Nothing too fancy today. Only 5 players, but you know what? You take it. We'll have some fun. We'll watch some StarCraft. Honestly, I'm down for it. Then we're going to start with Mario versus Ares. Dude, this is going to be so many Terrans. We're guaranteed some TVT today, baby. Love me some TVT. All right. All right, guys. Players are organized. We have a bracket. Once players are ready, we have a dog who is not quite happy with the spot she's laying in. She needs to be about 1 foot to the side. Right, Tolly? Nope. It wasn't right. It wasn't right, chat. There we go. Is that better, girl? Yes. Okay, now she's happy. Friggin' diva, man. All right, we just got to wait on our first lobby, and then we'll be good to go. Man, it's good to be home. Good to be streaming again. Took the week off, you know, get everything set up after CS LAN. It was good. It was a good event. It was great to see everyone, honestly. I love LAN. I love offline events, just in general. But we have a lobby, guys. That means we can actually start watching StarCraft. You don't have to listen to me ramble. You just get to listen to me ramble with StarCraft happening, which for some reason you guys seem to like a lot more. I don't entirely get it, but it's fine. Whatever you guys enjoy. All right, guys, here we go. Game number 1. There we go. Man, I haven't casted StarCraft 2 in a hot minute. It's been a lot of Brood War recently. But I think I can do it, chat. If you guys cut me a little bit of slack, I think we'll be fine. Oh, come on. Come on. I hate YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is honestly the worst thing ever. Oh, yeah, I want to pull up the chat. And it's like, here's like 18 steps. None of which makes sense. Good luck, bro. There we go. Hey, come on. I should just have an option to pull up the chat. I really should. But anyway, spawning here in the top left-hand side with a barracks going up in his natural. Give it up for Morrow, representing CSO Esports. The bottom right, throwing that barracks up. Give it up for Eximus Gaming's Aries. Our resident cheeser, as I might refer to him as. Which means that, you know, if he goes up against Graf next round, it's going to be a fun time. We have some potential here for a great day, guys. Great evening, I guess. Right, Tully? So it's just, ooh, Tech Lab. Marauders? In my tournament? I'm excited. I do love me some Marauders. Alright. We're going to go ahead and throw down a factory here. We'll see how this goes. Yep, there we go. Marauder production has begun. Factory coming back up at home for Aries. My dog almost missed jumping. My second dog almost missed jumping on the bed, which would have been cute. All right, he has the idea that something should be happening. Aries is well known for being a bit of a cheeser. All right, we've got the confirmation. We see the Marauder building. We see the Tech Lab lit up. Whoops. Bounced him right to the high ground. All right, 2 Marauders. Hellion's actually kind of not great here because like a Cyclone would be so much better. Alright, concussive shells just kicks in. Oh, we gotta be careful not to lose our Marauders. They're low, but the bunker finishes. Oof. And with the bunker finishing, this just became so much harder to break. We're gonna float the barracks in. Starport with a Tech Lab coming on up here in the middle of the map. Getting this depot would just be annoying. Oh, you gotta be careful. Oh, concussive shells, really good. The trading out Hellions for Marauders is really good for. If the Hellions are a lot cheaper, you can keep making them. And the Marauders are really all Ares has at the moment, so. Trading them out. We are getting Cloaked Banshees here on both sides. This is iconic. This is truly what TVT was meant to be. Cyclones coming on up here. Both players like, oh, well, I'm going to get them with Cloaked Banshees. Like, about that. Alright, Ares gets the first scout of this, though. Because Maro's going to use the Banshee to push back the Marauder and kill it. Oh, but we're going to stack up 2 Banshees with Cloak and just send it on in. Alright, the real question is if we're going to commit in here for Maro. Barracks being a giant overlord here. Cloak's finishing at the exact same time. Oh, 2 HP in a dream, baby. Alright, we have a Raven here for Maro, which means these Banshees won't be able to get a whole lot done, actually. Kind of unfortunate, actually. Unless this Raven moves out, which there's no reason for it to do that. Yeah, I think we just fly in here, go, ah, crap, and then fly back out. Tech Lab providing a nice little bit of scouting here. Look at that. So, oh crap, the Banshee's there. Or the Raven's there. Never mind. Missile turret. Additional barrack. Or rebuilding the barracks, I should say. You know, you can't build anything else without it. Look at this. The end of it, Maro's got a nice, happy 5-worker advantage, you know. Happily macroing up. You know, 3 Raxes, factory, starport. We're starting a 2nd starport here. Hyperflight rotors. Our Banshees are gonna zoom. Alright, here we go. Oh, we derp a bit on the control there. That's unfortunate. Girls, could you not fight, please? Alright. There we go. Not quite sinking our shots, but you know what? We're getting a lot more damage than we really should be for someone who has 2 Ravens. Like 12 kills when we have 2 Ravens. Even killing one of the Banshees. Like that's a significant amount. Alright. With that, Maro's just going to send it across. He's like, you can't have that much, can you? And he's right. There's only a couple of tanks here. A couple of Cyclones. 2 HP in a dream. Alright, here we go. We do not have this interference matrix on the tanks, but there's just so much Marine here. Man with Gun's a very good unit, guys. Hit that stim to win, baby. Whether it's 2010 or 2025, some things never change. We're pulling all the boys into the meat grinder now. 30 probes dead. Tank comes up. GG is called. And Maru takes game number 1. GG's. Oh, look at them being cute now that they're on camera. Aww. What a nice little explosive game 1. I think that's going to set us up for some fun in game number 2, I hope. Oh, man. All right. Waiting on our players to get game number 2 going. Girls. This is what I deal with. My little bed sharks. Girls. Oh, they're just being cute. Can't help that. All right, guys. We're in lobby number 2. Game number 2 coming right on up here. Let's see what we got. They took too long to load into the game. That was an awkward pause. All right, spawning here at the top right-hand side of Ultra Love. Give it up for CSO's Morrow. And in the bottom left, representing Eximus Gaming, give it up for Aries. All right. There he is. Let's see what we're going to do. I assume just, we don't have a second SCV following, so it's just one proxy. Kind of far away, too. Kind of feels like the game where you do one racks out, one racks at home. Excuse you. Cover your mouth when you cough, Jinx. I guess he is just going to do the one racks proxy. I don't know. I mean, your Reapers do get there quite a bit faster when they're not crossing all of this map. Just this. I don't know. It doesn't feel nearly as strong, right? But I guess we'll see. Aries is a certified cheese monster, so he might have some better ideas than I do about what's going on here. All right. Oh, it's okay. We're just gonna do 1-1-1 proxied. It looks like. Just everything's out in the map, guys. Right where it belongs. Not in your base. In the middle of the map. Alright. The Reaper's looking around, but it's not going to find this. There is essentially no chance of this getting found. Is he about to make me eat my words? Oh. I get got. We're making, okay, well, yeah, we're just gonna Marine tank push this. All right. All right, so we're going to go Reaper Hellion here for Morrow, getting the expand. Meanwhile, it's Proxy City over here. Yeah, they're just holding ledges. They don't know what's going on. Deepa Wall's finished. We're almost saturated on workers. And then it's pedal to the metal for Aries. The neat thing is, like, a tank right here would probably already hit, like, you would probably have enough vision to hit these. Yeah, that's a very powerful grenade to bounce a tank. Oh, no, he can't take that kind of damage on the tank. Yeesh. I'm surprised he's not going for a siege up, but he just wants to be aggressive. All right, we get the siege up at the top of the ramp. He's going to force an evac into the main base. Fine, that's nothing too bad. Second tank is here. We're emphasizing Viking production here. I like that. Vikings are actually kind of good. I know, it's a crazy concept, chat, but Vikings, kind of good. And with the air control, you have persistent vision, obviously. With the units, they can't be shot down. Meanwhile, Maro here has to keep scanning, trying to keep vision for his tank. We're shelling the factory now. We got to finish this tank and get it out. Having to move your production, especially when you have a tech lab or something on it, it's just so painful. All right, Ares is set up here. Oh yeah, we have more Vikings here for Ares, so he can take that air fight whenever he wants. Maro has to be super careful. All right, we'll drop a scan to see what's up. Liberator has joined the fight. Oh, gonna liberate his toesies. All right. If that was a queen and not a tank, that would have been shot instantly. All right, we're gonna try and commit to this, but there's more Vikings. The Hellion gets, or the Cyclone gets taken down. Everything gets pulled into the tanks. Yeah, these Vikings are. There's just more Vikings here for Ares. That means the Liberator keeps pushing forward. Oh, now it's just targeting down workers. GG is called. We're going to a very, very quick game, number 3. You love to see it. All right. All right. Super spicy series already, guys. Already going into game number 3. And I mean, come on. Our first and technically only best of 3 of the day, going all 3 games. I'm not upset. I think it's actually a great start to the tournament. All right, guys, here we go. Game number 3, TVT action. Who doesn't love TVT action? I like it. Here we go. All tied up, guys. 1 each in the bottom left-hand side. Representing CSO, it's Maro. Top right, guys, representing Eximus. Give it up for Ares. Ares obviously, as a old god is, god of war. However, right here, I think in StarCraft it translates into god of cheesing. Hey now, you guys are here for the bad jokes. Don't even act like you're not, chat. This isn't where Ares would normally put a barracks. I don't like this. Alright. This has to be going the long way around. See what he finds there. I mean, there's got to be some sort of proxy. This is our boy, after all. It's just a normal scout. Sometimes the worst thing you can do to your opponent in a moment like this is just not proxy. Because they have no idea. They expect something. Like, they're definitely going to be expecting something. But no, there's nothing. I can almost call this a macro game, guys. The factory's at home. This is weird. This Reaper's like, come on, where's the proxy? There's one somewhere. All right, guys. Yeah, Aries really just going to come in here with the curveball. Says, well, what if I just macro? You'll never see that coming, right? Command Center's not that far off. What are we at? 680, 700. That's only a couple hundred health. That's not that far off. Starports. Aries sacrificing a little bit of Command Center time for some Starport time. You know. Going to be a little bit more aggressive, but realistically, it's going to balance out here. Maybe it's not going to, you know, maybe it's not going to be hyper aggressive immediately. All right. Vikings, Cyclones, Interference Matrix coming out up here from Morrow. Obviously, he didn't get that. He didn't need it in game one, but you know, if that fight, if there was like one more tank, he might not have been able to do it. Not tonight. Alright, the stream should return next week. Actually, to be fair, they'll return Monday as long as I don't get any work calls. I'll probably stream for a fair amount of the day. Unless my girlfriend wants me to do things, in which case, I don't care. I'm probably going to play games anyways. Good boyfriend material. Whoops. Okay. Giving up to Chase. Two Ravens here. We just look at like total units, right? The only real difference is the Raven count. Obviously, the Marine count kind of different, looks like. Hellion, yeah, it seems like Ares just has less, but look at the worker difference. 32 to 41. And I think that's really what's causing it right now is, well, he's not exactly the biggest macro player. Normally, he cheeses a lot, as we have seen in the last two games. So I think as a macro game goes on, it's going to be just going to get worse for him. Liberator, we're going to slow push this. 3 Ravens, but no Vikings or anything. Nothing to actually really slow these Vikings down. All right, there they come. All right, we're going to go for the turrets. We pop one tank. We disable a second tank. There's still a third tank that is online. But is it enough? All right, with the boys pulled, we kill a lot of Marines here. All right, landed Vikings will do just enough damage here. And we're going to limp home here with a couple of Vikings and a Cyclone. You know, nice little army trade out with it. Like, you know, we're still down a little bit in army supply, but the big difference is the worker supply. And normally you'd be like, oh, yeah, but mules. Like, but both sides have mules because they're both Terrans. Alright, scan comes out. It's just going to see army moving forward. This might actually push Morrow into a more defensive position. He's like, all right, I see your army moving forward. What are you doing? Oh, there's Liberator. 6 kills on this bad boy. This bad boy can fit so much democracy in it. Oh, we gotta let the Liberator die. And I'll set up here at the 3rd base. Oh, great snipe. Alright, Cyclone helping out on the ground. Oh no, not the SCVs, no! Oh, bye SCVs. Alright. We have this mech build going here. Meanwhile, Stim is finishing up. Alright, we pop a Viking, lose one ourselves. Scouting that this orbital is moving forward is beautiful here. Now you have you know exactly what he's trying to do. You know he's trying to move it over here since you're denying that. He has no interest in contesting the tanks, pardon me. Alright, meanwhile this base is up and running and it's not perfect, but we have 4 tanks versus 2. 6 tanks versus 2. We have air superiority, which means we can start shelling the workers with no issues. You can try and bait the Marines in. Ooh. Yeah, and the Marines just run right into the meat grinder. Yeah, we're forcing Morrow to give up this 3rd base a 2nd time. Ares, you know, he might be onto something here. All right. But what about a 3rd location? Haha. He won't expect that. All right, Liberator coming on in. No turrets, no nothing. Just shift queued around the map. Classic. Oop. Oh, you don't want to be here, bud. Oh, no. Run! Nope, okay, he stopped running. Democracy prevails. I may have been looking at a lot of Helldiver stuff recently. It's fine. Helldivers, you know, with the cool Halo stuff they've been doing. It's kind of sick. Oh, that's a weird siege up spot. Not going to get a single shot off. 4th base coming on up here. Sensor towers galore. Love the eBay. Nice and up front. Ooh, big doom drop. Oh. Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Oh, no, he's going to cuckoo it. The man just went full cuckoo. Except it actually worked. Almost. We're going to trade out a bit here, actually. But, I mean, we lost a lot for that drop to kill just a few workers. The big thing, though, is that we pull everything out of position. We're able to push in here and deny the 4th here for Morrow. That is huge. No, don't lose the CC. Don't let it burn. All right, the boys are on it. All right. And the thing is, right, we talked about Ares being 5, 6, 7 workers down earlier. He lost 10, and he's still up 2 now. He has actually swung this game around. Fourth command center lands down. We just re-land our fourth. It's fine. All right, good scan. You see the edge of a sensor tower on the side of a tank. Oh, this is not the hill you want to push up, brother. No, this isn't it at all. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, gee. Oh. And Maru loses 2-1. GG Aries. That was just not the place to push right up that choke. Wasn't it? All right, guys. That was our first series of the day. GG's. Oh, my dogs have abandoned me. All right. Now we get Aries versus Graf. Best of 5. Oh, boy. Oh, this is what we're all here for, guys. Cheese versus cheese. Alright, let's just make sure our boys are here. Looks like they're going to figure out their vetoes, chat. We got a minute. I think I'm almost out of water. Nope, we got plenty of water still. Drink water, chat. It's important. Water is good for you. Don't believe the lies. Water is good for you. All right. Let me just send this over. There we go. Just getting some graphics ready for another event. How you doing, Dada? What are you talking about? It's only what, midnight, 1 a.m. right? Let's see. Yeah, it's only midnight, 1 a.m. You're fine. It's not even late. You're just in time for the cannon rush versus the proxy racks guy. So you're just in time for the good stuff. Dada, I'm going to need you to update the scoreboard for IPSL at some point. I gotta shoot you the map pool once I have it. I kept forgetting about it. I've forgotten for so long. Alright, guys, here we go. Yeah, I will. As soon as I have the maps from Suri, I will. Oh, yeah, Mario, you look really good for, like, the start of the game, and then he just managed to get, he denied your third base a little too much and was able to get his up and running. And that kind of is what swung it in his direction. Overall, really well played. I think if you didn't attack up the choke ramp, you probably had a bit more chance. Unfortunately, that is the life of a Terran player. I can get up here. No, we can't. Anyways, guys, spawning here in the top right-hand side, our cannon rushing extraordinaire, representing the biggest, bongest exports. I know it's Bing Bong, but the biggest bong exports are more fun. Give it up for Graf. Bottom left, guys, we have Aries representing Xmas Gaming. Double racks at the front. He's going to try and hard counter this. Yeah, it's always a battle, right? Do you go with what you know, or do you try and counter the proxy you know it's coming, right? I think a lot of people get caught up in trying to, like, oh, I know that I can counter a proxy by doing this, and then they end up just doing something they're not comfortable with. Let's see what Aries has got here. Aries, not exactly a macro player, although last game might deceive you into thinking otherwise. You get that depot, Mr. Probe. Alright. First cannon's up. This is where the fun begins. I just don't have to move my mouse from here. Alright. Zealot coming on up. We always need this Zealot. All right, Mr. SCV, welcome back. God, cannons are good, guys. you thought, get back in your bunker. Know your place. We're starting to find and repair this barracks. A bit more than the damage we're doing. Second cannon coming on up here. That should make a difference. Stargate. Yeah, it's the Gref build. We'll see Tempest here in a minute. Factory with Tech Lab. You should be going Cyclones. If you go anything other than Cyclones, you're throwing. Of course, Gref takes the natural. That's just the way Gref plays. This is just one of those Gref moments. It's like, yeah, of course he's doing it. It's Gref. So this front wall will die. All right, we are making a Cyclone. Starport coming on up. Alright, we haven't built any shield. Oh, there's one. Very minimal amount of shield battery. Graph here. Alright, this is a great lock on here. But honestly, it doesn't matter. All Gref needs to do is buy some time, and this Void Ray will absolutely do that. Okay, well, if you just kill the Cyclone, that's it. That's the game, essentially. Like, you need to be reaching critical mass of Cyclones to really deal with all of... Because Vikings are fine, which is what he's going to go for here, but they really aren't as good. Because if he can get to critical mass of Tempest, which is like 5 quicker than you can get to critical mass of Vikings, which is like 12, you know? I'd love to see another pylon like here or here. All right. They're just going to burn out all the shield battery energy. Really unfortunate there. we are supply blocked, actually. Highland will be finishing up here in a minute, but eesh. Supply blocks hurt in a moment like this. All right, that gateway is toast. Oh, 7 HP in a dream. All right, second Tempest about to pop. We have another Stargate coming on up here. Oh, the Viking reach around. Classic. Let's see what gets recalled. You should recall just this. All right, he's going to recall the Void Ray too. Now his hope is that Ares is paying as little attention as he is, which seems to be the case. Alright, we got a few Vikings, but once again, you really need a bit more of a critical mass to try and push into this. Oh, you gotta be careful, Graf, where batteries are so empty. Yeah, we need more battery. We need a lot more energy. Battery recharge would be really good right about now. Alright, he's going to come over here and try and deny the Nexus, or at least the mining. We are still one Tempest off from one-shotting Vikings. Which, ta-da! And I will say this, and I say this every time I cast a Gref game, losing that Void Ray is the best thing that happens to this kid in this game. Because all he does is F2, right? All Gref does is F2. Gref is an F2 enjoyer, certified. And when you F2 Tempest with a Void Ray, they do some really dumb things. When you get the Void Ray out of the control group, everything is fine. GG is called, and Gref takes game #1. See, it's the Chad Ray that's actually holding him back in this scenario, which, can you believe that? Imagine the Chad Ray being the source of your own issues and not your opponent's issues. Man, solid game one. Ares had some moments there where he was starting to look good. He was getting, the Cyclones did good. He got a Stalker for free. It's just the tank. You always you always feel like you want tanks because you know tanks outrange cannons and they're kind of cool. But they really don't do anything against Gref because Gref will always go into Tempest, and Tempest will just tanks don't shoot up. I think that's really all you need to know about them. Hi girls. You fighting who's gonna get on the bed first? Come on, just get on the bed. Up. Tali, up. Oh, now that I said get on the bed. Oh, okay, there you go. Blanc. Time to look out the window. All right, just waiting on game #2 to come on up here. There it is. All right. Here we go, chat. Game #2, semifinals. Gref versus Ares. Let's see what Gref's got for us. I mean, Ares is on the back foot, so really, see what Gref can do to push the advantage, right? I mean, we all know what he's going to do. He's going to do the exact same thing. But we'll see. There's always chance for something interesting to come through. Once in a while, Gref will do a macro game. He's been known. All right. Top left-hand side, guys. It's Gref. Bottom right, we got Ares. All right, so the 2 racks didn't work. What are we going to do now? All right, there's the forge. Mr. Probe. All right, we're getting double racks it again. Don't worry, it's the right amount for cannon rushing. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, yeah, you can still tag him there. Beep. Oh, how can you not reach him? All right, 2 cannons coming on up immediately. Oh, oh. He bounces back in. Oh, 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 no. It's going from bad to worse. Oh, now we can deny the bunk. Okay, yeah. This is not good. This is not good, chat. If there were a list of things that were good for Ares, this would be very far down the list. In fact, probably not on the list of things that are good for him. Because this is very much not good. Graf has alt-tabbed out to continue his run of Diamond, or Pokemon Diamond, I assume. Graf seems like a Diamond enjoyer. I'm more of a Platinum guy, but, you know, it's in the name. Graf's going to alt-tab back in. Make sure his gateway finishes, drop his Cyber Core. Alt-tab back out. Finish the first gym battle. All right, here we go. This is actually really good for Ares at the moment. We have more cannon finishing. The Zealot finishing up here. As long as this cannon's still alive, there's hope. No, you just don't get high ground vision when you're getting attacked. That's unfortunate. This is actually going a lot better than it did last game. Oh, this poor cannon. All right, with Mr. Stalker. Oh. Could have killed one. Clicked the wrong one instead. Stargate coming on up here. Most honorable Protoss player. Alright, shield battery. Gonna give him the good. Chattery on the way. Graf's like, alright, time to stop fighting creatures in the tall grass. I'm gonna have to start playing the game for real this time. Oh, free Marine. That Marine that Zelly just gets disappeared. Oh, the thick beam. Oh, he gets the Cyclone. That's, yeah. That'll do it. Oh, we really want the barracks. Oosh. You gotta be careful about being a little too greedy there. Graf needs more cannons or something. Like, he needs to at least pretend that he's holding them in. This fleet beacon is super late. Always. Look, your opponent's natural is actually your natural. All you have to do is take it. They don't want you to know this, but your opponent's natural minerals are free. You just got to get in there and take them. Poor probe. All right, Grab has put himself in a much harder position than he really needs to be. All right, first Tempest coming online here. We're going to try and pop the Tempest. We're going to try and get some hits on the Tempest the moment it comes out. Unfortunately, 4 Vikings are not actually what you need here. You need a lot more than 4 Vikings. All right, we're going to dance around. And this is the danger of F2ing. If, pardon me, throat's a little shot. If Ares wants to click down the Tempest, you just run it away and let the Void Ray slaughter the Vikings. Yeah, see? Let it do its job. Losing the Stargate would be incredibly unfortunate, though. Oh, he gets the Stargate. Oh, that's huge. All right. There we are. Marines trickling into the fun line here, aka the cannon fodder. All right. We're trying to hit critical mass on Vikings. The problem is we keep losing them by pushing in when we don't have critical mass. All right, the Vikings are on a mission. Graf should have an idea of the fact there's no Vikings here, but he is playing Protoss, which means he's not known for being the most observant person. Carrier time. Okay, Graf, please. How are we doing, Patches? Honestly, just recall the probes over here to the natural, I think. Bing chilling. All good. Oh, come on. The bunker was dead. Alright. Graf says, I don't need the main base. It's fine. And honestly, he's not wrong. This is really all he needs anymore. Bye, missile turret. Bye, Vikings. What are you going to pull them into? The meat grinder? Yes, apparently. This is like turret defense. You're locked in here with me, boys. I love Terrans. Oh yeah, no, he Absolutely. I think he's just tilted. That's the thing. It's not that he's like trying anything. He's just tilted. Straight up. Bro's mad. Can you blame him? Yeah, only because you don't play it anymore, Y2. Alright, we're going to come in for the flank, but I don't think we actually have enough to fight this. Like, funny story, bro. GG. GG. Oh, man. Good old Gref. No, my dogs have left me again. They left their toy on my bed. That's just nice. I can't wait to get into bed tonight and lay on sharp plastic and go, oh, what the heck? You might actually show up for once, Y2. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. In fact, I very much unbelieve it would be the term I'm looking for here. Oh, man. All right, and X and Phoenix still going at it in the other semifinal. All right, here we go. Game number 3, guys. Can Graf do it? Can Graf get the clean 3-0? Or has Aries got some tricks left up his sleeve? I guess we're about to find out. All right, here we go. All right, guys. On top left. Currently up 2-0. Ready to take it in a 3-0 sweep, guys. It's Graf. And in the bottom right, representing Eximus, guys. Probably a little tilted at this point, but let's see how he can handle it. Give it up for Aries. All right. We'll just follow the Mr. Probe here. We all know what's going to happen. Okay. And yet, 2 racks again. He can't keep getting away with. You'd be surprised. This man's very well known for cannon rushing, and he's really good at it. To the dismay of many people. All right, 2 cannons in a gateway. It's really interesting. Like, obviously, you've casted Graf for a few years now, and he used to just be all in on the cannons, and then he slowly has moved towards like quick transition so he can get his Tempest out. And it's just really cool to see players' builds evolve like that. Bonk, got an SCV. Got another SCV. And supply blocked. The barracks finally get a little bit safe. All right, it's our factory and our tech lab. Once again, 3 Marines. They're scary enough for a probe. However, Zealot, much less scary. Yeah. The Zealot can eat a few shots, which means the cannons will absolutely destroy 3 Marines. Oh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Those Marines almost had a real bad day. All right. Nothing super fancy for Graf. Nothing going on. He's just going to play the same game he's played twice now. And by God, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right. Nice, respectable fleet beacon timing. All right. The plates for plate sports. Bonk. That was an assassination right there. We've also we've totally blocked off the ramp, so our stalker can't get up there anymore. Cool. We got some turrets coming on up. All right. Here comes the Tempest. Bonk. Oh. Come on, just click it. There's 2 units. You don't need to F2 here. The day Graf stopped F2ing his army and actually like control groups it properly, the world is his. Some things never change for Protoss. Oh, wasting 2 shots on a Marine sucks. You gotta commit. You gotta want it. Go. 1 turret down. Next up, the Vyncke. Oh, we didn't kill the turret, and we're not going to repair the turret either. Haha, Graf wins in the end. All right, once again, Graf doesn't understand the concept that there might be a counterattack. The crazy idea for Graf. What do you mean Terrans might attack me when I'm all-inning them? It doesn't make sense. Alright, Forge first, then the Cyber Core this time. There we go. Now that we have 5 Tempests, we have one-shot potential on tanks and Vikings. Donk. Bye, turret. We're going to kill his gas. Poor man. You ever just show up for work and your office just got blown up in front of you? You're like, huh. What do I do for work now? And the rubble falls on one of your buddies. You're like, oh, I'm going home. Oracle. I love that. The greatest revelation of all time. Whoa. That's weird. All right. The nice thing is, though, is that since these buildings are revelated, and he's pulled them all over here, Gref just knows what's happening. We are a bit supply blocked. Would love to see Pylon at some point. Oh, there's no way he's mind gaming like that. No. Okay, he's setting the barracks in to try and eat damage before attacking in. Maybe? Bye, Oracle. You did your job once. This is actually kind of scary. There's a lot of Vikings here. I don't know. The batteries, though. Batteries are really good. The cannons providing that consistent DPS increase. Yeah, and that's it. These Vikings are going to land, try and kill a couple of probes. Oh, no, no. Kill the tank. Kill the tank. Kill the tank. Get in there, boys. Well, this is certainly one of the games of all time, but that's what we love about Gref games. Gref and Ares combined, man. GG is called. And with that, Gref takes the semis 3-0. And Medevacs ain't saving you there. Medevacs are really good in a lot of scenarios. That's not one of them. Sometimes you just get Protossed. All right. So here we go. Make sure. It looks like an extra ball had to go. So a nice simple take for Ares here. Yeah. Easy money. All right, so go ahead and mark this. Guys, and with that, we throw right into the finals. A nice, simple tournament today. Yeah, but you're at that point, you're just, you know, trying to see how long you can survive. You're trying to ferry things out. You can try and build like a second command center and float it. A lot of people have done that, but it's not always that easy. All right, guys, we got our finals. Graf versus Fiend, guys. This is going to be a banger finals. I think Fiend is a little bit more accustomed to dealing with Graf and Graf things. The normal Grafs. Too many things named CSL. There's only one important one, and it's right here. Chat, StarLeague, baby. Brood War, StarCraft 2, Tekken. Maybe some new Fight Night things that I've been working on. It's just about getting the money for those. If we can get some sponsors, which I'm trying to work on, guys. I got some fun Fight Night ideas for some different games. I think it'll be fun. But guys, right now, for you, and just for you, guys, just for you watching right now, and whoever's watching the VOD, and whoever watches these games if I ever re-upload them as single videos, guys, I have the grand finals. But right now, it's just for you. All right. Here we go, guys. Representing the biggest bong exports. Give it up for Graf. And in the top right, guys, we have Fiend. That's GDAT, right? Yeah. GDAT. I never remember what GDAT stands for. Honestly, I don't run into them enough to ever think about it. But here we go. Let's see what his answer is going to be. We got a barracks. No 2 racks this time, so Ares in shambles, but ha! Pylon goes down. All right, we've pulled so many of the boys. We're going to do the boys pull. Damn. I'm notable, guys. Hell yeah. It's always good to be known for something. All right. Probe gets got here by these SCVs. I'm curious what qualifies me as the dumbest person in esports history. I'm actually going to think about that because I'm kind of curious. Like, how do you define that? There's a lot that would go into that, don't you think? Like, I feel like that's a like it requires several categories. Like, it's not just IQ or whatever. There's like a lot that's going to go into that. All right, cannon finish. This pylon gives high ground vision. Alright, Cybercore come on up here, so we should get our normal, you know, Stargate average Graf moments. Alright, factory's almost done. Alright. The Zealot pops at the right time to make sure the Marines can't fire on the cannon very much. You know what? No, I figured it out. I know I'm the dumbest person in esports. It's because I keep trying to run StarCraft and StarCraft 2 tournaments. And admittedly, you know, if you want to actually make money, it's a really dumb thing to do. It probably is the dumbest thing to do if you want to make money. But for some reason, I enjoy losing money. So, like, it is what it is. Yeah, you know. We gotta have some fun with, you know, trolls in chat. Man, for some reason, I just really enjoy these games. Brood War, StarCraft 2. As long as Blizzard doesn't shut the servers down, we'll keep making tournaments. Sorry, my throat's a little shot today. All right. Oh. We do have a fresh battery here. Unfortunately, lockdown goes forever because Blizzard loves us. Oh. All right. Void Ray almost done. And now we can beat. God, the range of lock-on is just nuts. I don't care what anyone says. This is just nuts. Alright, more cannons coming on up here. Fleet Beacon. Alright, battery recharge, or energy recharge I should say, because it can be used on not just batteries. This is definitely not the best position for Gref, but he is playing Protoss. You can't ever count out a Protoss player. That's the crazy thing about Protoss. All right, here we go. Tempest out. This is where the fun begins. But don't worry, he always has the greatest miracle when it comes to playing Protoss, and that's David Kim. But yeah, no, this is not looking as good for him. Whoa. All right, here we go. Whoa. All right, we do have enough to push down this ramp for Terran. It's actually kind of super scary for Gref. We have a lot of batteries, but only 2 cannons. Quite a bit of energy in the back, which will help us in like when we start pushing down here for real. But if Bina just keeps doing this little poke, grab this. The Stargate's just wide open next. And we have 3 Tempests, which are actually kind of scary, especially when the Cyclone gets stuck behind the Marines. If Gref ever figured out a hotkey other than F2, oh man, it would be so over for Terrans. Gref would be 8K in a minute. But he gets the Cyclone for free. He gets the tank. This suddenly is starting to come up Millhouse, you know. No, Fear's a Brood War player. I don't know why we're bringing him in, Bully, but although he would absolutely do something like this, so I get it. All right. Burn down the barracks here. Oh. Seriously, if Gref had just 2 control groups here, the Void Ray messes so much with his Tempest micro. SPs get over there to hug the Marines. Just comfort them as their structure dies. Like, don't worry, we'll hold you. All right, we have 5 Tempests. You need to be targeting the tank, the Cyclone, the Vikings. Oracle coming on up. All right, we're getting some forward cannons again. That's fair. You know what? I would accept that. Just control 1 on everything that's not the. That's just the Tempest. Yeah. And this is just where this is like Greff's strategy here. Once you hit this point, this is everything he could ever want. He's already mined out your natural, and like he's working on it at least. We did not kill a Tempest. As long as this number stays at or above 5, we are fine. Nothing else matters. This 1 volley of 5 will kill a Viking. It'll kill a tank. It'll kill a Cyclone. GG is called. Unfortunately, Phoenix has realized he's losing a little too much there. GG's. And Greff takes game number 1. Terran's in shambles. This is the magic of Greff. The one thing I will say about Greff, no matter what, is he does his build, and he does it really well, even if you know it's coming. Like, sure, there's higher level people like Boanon or Printf, you know, that do it much better at like the 6K range. But Greff is just a machine. He's just gonna build some Tempests, and eventually I'm just gonna win. It's just nuts that he can do it. Still no puppies. My puppies have abandoned me. All right. Just waiting on game number 2 because they're hosting, so I don't really have much to say here, guys. That was a very Greff victory, if I do say so myself. No, shoot. Aries, Dave has a 4.6K tourney going on in like 30 minutes. Dave's a good dude. Well, guys, if you're 4.6K, feel free to check it out. I know Aries, you're somewhere around there. I did the seeding today. I actually looked at people's MMRs for once. It's not something I do very often when you have an admin, but today my admin's like, can't do it. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, guys. We are counting down into game number 2, where Greff is going to see if lightning can, in fact, strike twice. I really need to time this out a little bit better. There we go. Now we're on the loading screen. It's so close. It's a good intro. It's just not timed out right. No, man. The interwebs, not great from... I wonder if Greff is still in Ukraine. I know he's been spending a lot of time in Portugal, I think, as well. I think his plan was to move there at some point soon-ish. So, maybe that beach Wi-Fi just isn't quite working. Man's playing on a little trackpad on the beach side at 1 in the morning. Just making cannons, sipping a margarita. All right, guys. Spawn here in the bottom right. It's Greff. Doesn't it? Top left, guys. Fienand. You know, our Terran player over here who is sweating. He's really hitting all of his keys. Gref, you know, he's got like the little eraser head that they used to have in the middle of the keyboard. He's using that, drinking a margarita, you know, building cannons. All right, nice quick scout here. I don't know really what you're expecting. Like, oh yes, we should definitely attack. Of course, it's Gref. He's gonna cannon rush you, man. Having a hams right now. Ooh. One of the Polish commentators, or the Polish tournament organizer, Zero, brought me some Polish liquor. It's a liqueur, I should say. It's like a vodka liqueur. And he brought it to me in Chicago. And it is very good. After this series, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy a fair bit more of it, I think. I don't know. Fruit. Just because you've told me 3 times doesn't mean I remember. It's that thing that's not a pear. Whoa. Both probes have died. This is code red. This is code red. Both probes have died. This is bad for Gref. All right, guys, we're going to have a bit of a series on our hands at least. All right, the one upside for Gref here is that he does have his gateway already building. So there is that small world where he can, yeah, no, he did not. So yeah, you know, try it. No, GG's. You can't lose both probes. You really just can't. You know, it is what it is. You just can't do it. That's fine. A little bit of a series never hurt no one. Hello. Oh, that reminds me. I did have this up. Yeah, see, I have YouTube chat up. I see you over there. Hi, YouTube chat. I might have gotten pushed behind Discord for a couple minutes, but I see you. Hello, YouTube. All right, guys. Game number 3 is coming on up here. Yeah, so this is what I was given. And Pi said, oh, I've never had that one, but it looks really good. So it's only 26% by volume. So straight from Poland. And boy, is it good. All right, guys. Game number 3. We are all tied up. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we're getting better. We're getting better. We're timing it better, chat. We can do this. All right, here we go. Spawning in the bottom left. Yes, we got Gref. Top right, we got Fienand. I appreciate that in a game against Gref, he's marking out like his, you know, all of his other base camera hotkeys. And I get, yes, you know, most of these players do these muscle memory things, so that way they don't have to worry about it and such. But also, it's hilarious. The thing is, like, you know, I'm going to need 4 bases against Gref at some point, right? Right? I mean, I guess hopeful is, you know, hopeful. All right, Probe's just going to Hey boys, how we doing? How's your cannon care? And he did it. He just keeps getting away with it. Now some of you may ask, how does he keep getting away with it? We can't keep letting him get away with it. But that's the neat part, is he just keeps doing it. Well, tried for the gas steal. Alright, probe goes down. Second probe is going to get activated here. We can only have 2 SCVs hit on this at once. So we're going to go for the pylons. In theory, yes. Wrong game. Yeah, this is getting both pylons is great because, unfortunately, in StarCraft 2 in this day and age, pylons no longer power uphill. Yeah, you could try opening 2 racks. However, Ares tried it and it did not go quite his way. The quickest thing you want out is a Cyclone against this. I've seen a lot of people try and beat Gref, and everyone who does usually starts with a Cyclone. Maybe a bunker, but definitely a Cyclone. Yeah, Cyclone to tank Viking. You see, the thing is, Blizzard ruined Terran in StarCraft 2 in a number of ways, but the biggest one is that you need a supply depot to build your first barracks. So you have to go depot first. And honestly, I don't know who asked for that, but it's what we got. You don't even have to research Siege anymore. You just get it for free. Can you believe that? I think so. It was probably Beyond. If I had to guess, it had something to do with Beyond. As most Terran nerfs did. Remember the Reaper's anti-building attack? Remember when Immortals only took at max 10 damage on their shields? Man, StarCraft 2 has changed a lot over the years. I'm just glad that we're back to Warp and Storms. Warp and Storms are truly what make the world go round. Gref getting a cannon at home? What is this madman doing? Thinking? Using his brain? What? We can never mine this gas, by the way. Like, the path is like all the way around here to mine this gas. Oh, no, 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 no! Feenan, no! Alright, we're going to dance a little bit over here. Grab the Cyclone. Trade the Cyclone for a Stalker. Honestly, that's fine. The battle of the heels. I love this game. I really love this game. Chat. The thick beam to intimidate the Marines. Alright, both players, remember that you can do 2 things at once in this game finally. Oh, I love that we're committing to the Nexus even though we can't mine half this base. This is beautiful. What is this rally? What is this? Okay, good, he fixed it. Oh, no! Fiend, no! You can't just throw like that. Gref will actually win. Where you go, Mr. Probe? I mean, at this point, it's Gref's game to lose, guys. We have 6 Vikings. Not to one-shot. I think it's 12. It's like 10 or 12 Vikings to one-shot a Tempest. Come on, you could absolutely just pick off that Marine and get that tank. Oh, Vikings want to come from the side. That's dangerous. They're all kind of low. Oh, you don't even pick up the Marines. Just get the tank for free. Love it. And then you get the Marines for free. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in game number 4, I guess. It was at home. It's still around. There it is. Finally got F2'd back. The SCV made it through. The SCV made it through. All right, we're going to go attack again, I assume. No. 19. That's... Really? No. Are you just messing with me? See, this is when you go for a medevac. When you can do something like that. For the guy in chat was asking earlier. Shoot, yeah, you're right. Hey, I gotta see how we're yep. It's all the way around, baby. Oh, yeah, shields don't have armor. Shields, no, there's nothing. Shields. God, that's a ridiculous amount. Oh. Sorry, Mr. Probe. There's a tank there. We're still only on 4 Tempest. He never went up to 5. But he's going to win anyway, because Pro does. GG. 18? Really? That's nuts. That just feels like so many. You know? Oh, I got a puppy. Oh, she wanted to sleep. She likes that blanket more than I do, I swear. Oh, man. Guys, every final that has Gref in it is a good finals. I think we can all agree to that, at least. It's fun to watch. All right, guys, here we go. Next game, game number 4. Can Graf bring it home on match point, or is Fiend going to bring us to game number 5? I need to move my stream deck closer. That's way too far to reach. All right, guys, match point here in top right. Give it up for Graf. On the bottom left, Graf's on the top right. On the bottom left, we got Fiend. Come on. There we go, keyboard. It is almost time for me to get a new keyboard. To be fair, the right time to get a new keyboard was like 2 years ago. But we work with what we got. All right. Let's see. Is it going to be something different? I think it's very unlikely. But sometimes we can be hopeful, right? Oh, probe's going to get in. Oh, it doesn't get the first pylon down. There it goes. Oh, boy. No shields. No hull damage, though. Oh, we steal his gas. Mr. Steal both your gas. Oh, the disrespect. Call the doctor. It's disrespectful. All right, maybe not that doctor. Oh, no. Guys, this is going from worse to worse. Yeah, that cannon's going to get hugged to death. Unfortunately. You know, it's funny. He's very inconsistent at probe control, it feels like. I feel like I've seen his probes get out of some really crazy situations. And then I've also just kind of watched them run past 3 Marines and die, you know? It's like, wait, no. Graf, come on. All right, this is very 2020. This kind of proxy. He almost missed that. Now Graf is tacking at home. With these Marines now, they've got the sniff of blood. They're like, something. He's got to be around here somewhere. No. What? No. Our man's getting away with it. All right, guys, buckle up. You're about to see a side of Graf that you don't normally get to see. The macro side. Oh. This is why he doesn't macro very often. It's scary. Sheesh. Marines are damaged. Marines do a lot of damage, believe it or not. But 2 stalkers can pull this apart with a little bit of micro. I guess we're just going to 3-gate blink all in. I don't hate it. Would love to see a robo with it or something. No, what is this pylon doing to our mining? Brother, ew. Alright, let's not lead with the stalker that has the least amount of HP. Graph, come on. I feel like we can take that probe and put a pylon here or something, you know? I don't think we need to proxy all the way back here still. Charge? Interesting. Run on another gateway and get charged? I like it. Oh boy. Stim just started. Combat shields also just starting. What? It is 12? I was right? Guys, I was right. There's a first time for everything. Wait, no, my girlfriend's watching. I'm always right, guys. Of course I knew. Guys, of course. I always knew that. I was just testing you. Yes, if my girlfriend asks, I know everything. Don't worry. Now, to all my Brood War enjoyers in chat, this might look a little bit familiar. Yeah, your bunker and Dragoons are just raining hell on it. You just got to repair. No. What we really need to talk about is that you can pick up Vikings with a medevac. That's what we need to talk about. All right, he scans the gold. Scans the natural. I know everything. Don't worry. Don't let her lie to you, chat. All right, so we got charge. Our zealots are all at home, though. Why are we not warping them in up here or something, right? I guess he's going to just try and bait Fiend into attack and then surround him. But, like, still, they're not going to do anything at home. Units only do stuff when they're, you know, attacking. And since, yeah, Graph, what are we doing? Graph, please. I mean, you're not breaking this. Don't get me wrong. 2 full bunkers and a bunch of bio behind it with stim. You're not breaking it. I get it. But you could try and, like, pull the bio this way, and then you come in with your zealots from here or something, right? Or alternatively, you come down this way. Your zealots are all up here, and they run in. Because this gateway army is going to not be good for very long. This is the kind of army that hits a timing, and that's it. Alright, 1 second here. There we go. Alright, we got double medevac, so now we can actually stim to our heart's content, which means we're going to move across the map and stim to our heart's content. The problem is, stim is really good. Greph with 50 APM per minute. When I jokingly said earlier that he was alt-tabbing out to play Pokemon Diamond, I think I might have actually been right on the money. Phoenix with +1. Greph +1 armor just finishing. So that'll help, but still going to be a weird fight here. So we're going to slam on into the third base here. Big stim, lots of damage. Nexus has to get canceled. Yeah, I don't like this for Graph. I like what Fina did there. You kill the third, and then you leave. And then you leave. I think you just got to go home. Take what you can get. Because this is still the kind of the point where zealots are scary. Like, they're not doing great, but they're trading out. Yeah, unfortunately, Stim's kind of good, though. He just, yeah, he did it. GG's. Game 5. Here I am trying to hype up our boy Gref, and then all of his zealots melt, and that's it. Told you got to hit that timing. Otherwise, Stim bio good. Look at that. Dead asleep. Oh, I pointed at her, and she knows. She's got that sense. She knows what I'm talking about her. Look at her. Look at that little cutie. That cute loaf. That's my girl. All right, guys. Game number 5. Can Gref do it? Or is he just going to slip through his fingers? Hey, it's a really good timing. Don't you worry about that. It's a really good timing. Oh. Tolly, don't do that on camera. Girl, have some decency. I got to turn the camera off. Sorry, chat. Let's watch a game. Oh, I forgot the ads are about to run, so we'll just run 2 minutes real quick. Guys, I'm sure we won't miss any cannon rushing or anything. Don't worry. In top left, we got Gref. In the bottom right, we got Fienand. What, Tolly? What are you doing, you little crackhead? My cutie. What? What do you want? It's not dinner time yet, so you got a little bit more to wait. All right, probe is here. Here we go. All right, second probe is also here. Probe dies, but we have this nice area to work with in here. God, this cannon has so much space. All right, cannon's up. All right, additional probes coming in. What? What do you mean? The ads have already run. Fuck off. I hate Twitch. Twitch loves their ads. All right. A lot of Marines. Look at these jimmies go. Bop, 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 bop. Unfortunately, cannons are not the things that they are in Brood War. If these were Brood War cannons, this would be a very different fight. Unfortunately. Oh, that's not a cancel. That's a kill. That's a pylon. That's another kill. Well, and now it's another weird game. Gref lost a lot of money on that. All right. And then drop a Nexus. Marines checking for any sort of additional proxies. Next is going to take some heat, but it can afford it. You're going to have to cancel this, but you're going to want this to stay up as long as possible to give time for stalkers to come out. Just make sure you cancel it, Graf. Just make sure. There you go. And as the losses will show you, Graf's lost quite a bit. Alright, we're not even going to give that a chance to come back up. Alright, these Marines will get cleaned up here. A bunch of them will return home. We have a probe just smoking, enjoying his time. Marines and a Marauder versus 3 Stalkers. Yeah, nah, not the fight you want, Graf. You're not going to be able to poke that. Oh, we're chrono boosting a supply block. No, we're so supply blocked. Graf, please. All right. Alright, set up some cannons here. We are going to get our Nexus up, dang it. Right, bye, dog. Okay. Splitting off some Marines to scout around. There's nothing on the map actually to look for. There's no proxies over there. Oracle up here, but we're going to miss that. You can come in here and get some bzz. Hi, Tali. Back on the bed? Was it not interesting, whatever you want to look at? Alright. Oracle is going to get three kills. And just kind of get on out. We're going to drop a second Stargate. Oh, this is going to be huge. Nope. Never mind. The Oracle's a little too quick for its own good. This double drive's got a lot of potential here. We don't really have that much of army here. There's 7 Stalkers. Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, we dropped the Revelation on them, but it doesn't matter because Stim Bio is just really good. Yeah, we take everything we got, but it's just a meat grinder or a Produst grinder because it's not. I don't think Stalkers have meat, and Oracles are definitely machines. I mean, I guess Stalkers have a little bit of body, so they might have meat. I still don't think meat grinder is the correct term for that. Alright. That didn't end the game, but this just might. This follow-up here absolutely has a lot of potential. Beautiful stasis. Perfect. All right. Wait for the stasis to run out. Send Jimmy the Marine into another stasis because he loves him so much. He just loves the sensation. It's like, man, it just feels different, you know? +1 finished. We have an Immortal, a Void Ray, and a couple of Stalkers. We scan, see, alright. Tempest are building. We would be building a Colossus if we weren't supply blocked. He's actually going to hold off on it after that, seeing that. I guess you don't know exactly the timing of what's going to come out of here, right? So he might be like, yeah, you know. Alright, we still haven't stimmed. Which is fine, because we're dropping in the main. That's where the stim is. Home is where the stim is, chat. You can target down the Stargate building a carrier. It'll only cost him most everything. Now we hit him from the left. Now we hit him from the right. And we're going to get back out with what we can here, too. Going to go back in with a medevac with 20 HP and 3 supply. Worth the units. 4, I guess. At this point, Terran doesn't have any plans of expanding. This is just an all-in. Just keep making army. Send it across. Oh, I guess he's going to float a command center. Okay, never mind. Not an all-in. There's the late third. One of the dumb... If this was an all-in, I would say that's a terrible idea because it's... all-inning here is just silly. When you think you've got the upper hand, just make sure you're macroing. Absolutely. Stim goes straight to the heart. Stim is love and stim is life. Alright, we have a carrier out now. We're making Vikings. Got our nice little hidden nexus down here. That may or may not be found here in the next 8 seconds. Yep. Find the base. Gref says, that's it. That was my only shot. GG. Yeah, that was a fun little tournament today, guys. I don't know what you guys think, but that was fun. GG's. Fiend defeating the Cannon legend. Unfortunately, I guess 2 a.m. is not the hour for cannons. Well, I think that was a good day. It was a lot of fun StarCraft. I think my dog is very enthused by what she saw. Yeah, she's very excited, clearly. Hey, guys, that's all I've got. Dave's running over there, running a tournament, so we're going to keep StarCraft going, guys. Go watch some Dave. Dave is amazing. I should probably hit the start raid button. Thank you all for watching, guys. Tomorrow is Tekken. Tekken 8 is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Guys, make sure you're there. Hi, second dog. Hi, Jinx. Jinx, can you not show your butt to the camera? Well, I mean, you're a black dog, so it doesn't really show well. But until next time, everyone, I hope you all have a great night.